we always wonder who are the right people to connect with on LinkedIn. And that is our bullet point topic today. Who are the right people to connect with for the maximum success on LinkedIn?
Absolutely. Bottom line, if you're after new customers, you need to connect with them. But how do you find them? If you want a new job or the person that's going to give you that new job, how do you find them? That's an art in itself, but you have to have the credibility sitting behind that. So the best way is to make sure that your profile, we've said this many, many times, is fully optimized and you've got all the necessary features on, but it's showing you in the best possible light. And to support that, it's really good if you have thought leaders on there, and industry and your industry and the platform's influencers. So thought leaders may be people like Bill Gates, because he's done amazing things with technology, obviously. So it's great if you have an association with him and you can't become a first connection with him because he's got about 20 million followers, but you can be a follower and you can learn from that and you can pick up information from that. So that's useful. It's then having your industry influencers on there. So there'll be people, so okay, I'm LinkedIn. So there are some really big LinkedIn gurus on here that have been coaching and helping people virtually since the platform started out. Kevin D. Turner or someone like that. So it's really important to have them on because you learn a lot from them, but you see how they do what they do and you don't copy it, but you do it in your way. And that shows your personality comes through. But then there are also influencers on here, platform influencers. God, what does all this stuff mean? It means people that are influencers. It seems an overused word, but there are people that are very good on here. So the Kevin D. Turner sitting in LinkedIn, and people, the influencers on this platform. There are people that have not the 8,000 followers that I've got, or the 11, 12, or whatever Antonio has, or even 50,000 or 100,000, 500, 700. They're into the millions, and it's quite amazing. And how have they done that? Well, you watch what they do and watch how they do, and you think, oh, okay, maybe I can get more followers following me. And I'm privileged to have as first degree connections some of the biggest people on here. So Anthony J. James, he's got over 4 million followers. Ahmed Iman, he's got 1 million or so. Bridget Hyacinth, she's about 4.5 million now. And fortunately, they have connected with me. You're only allowed 30,000 connections. So if you've got 1 million followers, but off the elite 30,000, you managed to become one of them. Wow. So that shows I have credibility. It's not just a random, it takes Stewart. There has to be a reason. So, one of the sort of masterclass things I'll do is how you get the connections that you need. And there's certain strategies that you have to employ to make it work. That's another topic. We're not going to talk about that. It's really just building your credibility on the platform by having sort of the thought leaders, the influencers, and then you start to drill down to your ideal customer base. And you, once you've identified them, you then follow them and learn. So don't put a connection request in, just follow them and learn about them and find out if they really are who you think they are, i.e. your ideal customer. And it's quite a process to go through, but it's important to have everything set up. So you've got your profile right, you now have credibility behind you of the thought leaders, the influencers, and then key people in your industry. And then you're on your way.
Yeah, I love that. And as you mentioned about followers, that is like in the millions, and they are connecting with you. That is something really awesome because at the end of the day, I love this quote that the CEO learns from the janitor learns from the CEO. That is something that, we have to always remember, that we could always learn from someone. And despite that we may have so many followers, we could learn from someone who has 100 followers. So it's not about the followers, but it's more about the credibility and the value that you are adding. Because we see people on LinkedIn who was top, meaning that they have weekly LinkedIn lives, or they had a lot of great posts that had great engagements, and they just dipped. So the question is now, is it that the LinkedIn algorithm changed and didn't favor them, or is it that their value has dropped because they are not serving their community the way that they're supposed to, and they all about the money, meaning being salesy, and people get to realize that because you can only put on a show for a short time, right? And it have people here on LinkedIn that they did so well, they serve people, they give them all the right advice, coaching, courses, and all these stuff. And after that, they are no more because they was never serious about, bringing that value to you. They was not passionate of what they're doing. They say success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm, right? And that's Winston Churchill. And it's so real to the fact that success is going till the end, not just being successful for 1 year, 2 year, and then after you basically drop off the map, but is enduring till the end. And that is something that, we have to endure, because if it is we really say that we are successful, we cannot quit next week, the week after, we have to keep going. And as
Absolutely.
I mentioned, the idea is to get better each and every day. And if we are not doing that, well, then after, we really not making any sense. That's the harsh reality.
Absolutely. I mean, consistency is key. You don't have to spend hours on here every day.
No.
You can spend 20 minutes, half an hour, but make them effective. I have to say, we've just had some messaging, and one of the gurus that I was talking about is a brilliant gentleman here, Jeff Young. He's been on here since the beginning, knows everything about the platform. Amazing guy. Learn an awful lot from him, and I very much recommend that you follow him. I follow him.
Yeah, I am following him already.
Yeah. And you are the same. So there you go. There's two of us. So thank you.
Awesome. So let's move on to our second bullet point topic, which is how to connect with the third connections and people outside your network for free.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, we've said you need your thought leaders, you need your influencers, you need your target audience, but it could be that your ideal customers you're just not connected with. So you've got to try and find a way to connect with them and get on their radar and follow them, as I say, to start with, and learn about them. Now, if you go to the live events, you will find that people that attend, you get a list. Like I was on one last night, which I said was an amazing one, nearly 2 hours long, and there are an awful lot of people on there. And you have an opportunity to connect with them. You don't need a premium account. You just need to be on there. And when you're on the live, it allows you to go through, click, and send a message to them, follow them, connect with them if you wish. So that's the best way to do it, because generally you can't. You have to pay premium, and you can get so many in-mails you can send, and the best way to do it is to find out who are they connected with. If you get one of them, then you just see who are their connections, providing they've not locked it. I don't know why people would lock anything, but it doesn't make sense to me. But once you've found that, you think, right, oh, hang on, he's connected with, and then you can ask them, look, I've really been trying to get into ABC company for years and years and years, never been able to do it. I see that you know XYZ from that company. Would you mind just sending a little introduction to me? Because I'd love to learn more about them. So you can do all that for free. And when you pick up all these tips by following the industry experts like Jeff and Kevin D. Turner as well, and all these other brilliant people out there that have been on the platform since the get-go, and you can learn so much. And the opportunity, this is an absolute gold mine, LinkedIn. I can't stress it enough. The people's profiles that I get nothing from it. Look at their profile, I think, well, yeah, I can see why. Come on. This is an amazing platform.
And it keep on getting better. And so many new features, like, for example, the new feature that you could pin someone or some comment on the top of your profile, on the top of the comment section, is something that is really, I would say, tremendous. And so many other new features are rolling out, and it just keep on going to get better and better. And what I would say also too is that anytime that LinkedIn themselves have a live, I think that everyone should basically schedule their time and be on that live, because it's so many people that be on the live. Sometimes it's 300, 400, and you could connect with individuals while it is that comments are rolling into the LinkedIn Live itself. And that is something where we could connect with third-party connections, and we could constantly grow, because once it is that, for example, a hack that I do is basically I will put a comment, and then after, when people put their comments, I will like each comment, and also I reply to comments that I find that is suitable. And in that way, when it is I finish watch that LinkedIn Live, I will see so many people connections coming in. I will see so many views in terms of my profile, and that is a strategy where we could grow and be able to meet and connect with these two connections. So I believe that it have LinkedIn news, it have on Fridays also, it have like LinkedIn career opportunities that they talk about how it is to transition to a new work, or how it is to be able to go about seeking work on LinkedIn platform itself. So these are the opportunities that we need to be engaged with, and basically, see how much that we could get out of it, because at the end of the day, our idea is to grow. We want to grow, we want to become better in terms of our networking, and we want to understand the platform as best as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's another consistency thing as well, though, isn't it? I always wear a blue shirt because then people recognise me because I'm blue shirt man. So fine. You're in a sea of people. You've got to stand out somehow. Hopefully, I do anyway. But the thing is, it's consistency again. So on our show, this is number 11. We do it every other week at 12 British summer time, so midday, because it captures. It's quite difficult with yours. It's a bit late. It's a bit late for some, a bit early for the likes of yourself, Antonio, and sort of America and stuff. And it's all about consistency. If people know it's there, fine, they can come on live, which is brilliant, or it's always on our profile afterwards so they can catch up. So if they've missed anything. But the key thing, one of the things we're saying is you do need to have creator mode on. It's there for a reason. If you want to stand out, you have to have creator mode. They've now just taken the live, so not what, well, yes, we're live, but the live audio has come out of beta. It's now rolling out to everybody.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And so to check if you've got it, because it's a brilliant thing to be able to do. To check if you've got it, you need to go as though you're doing a post, and then it will give you a drop-down option, and you'll see events, audio events.
You got it, Stewart?
Okay. Pardon?
You got it?
Yeah.
The audio
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it's great. So it's rolling out, and they're doing this, and they've changed quite a lot of features on it, because during beta they were saying this doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. The biggest thing they still don't do, which makes zero sense to me, is have a recording of it.
Yes, I don't understand, because for example, I did 20 audio lives thus far and no recording, and we had approximately sometimes 30, 40 people in this audio live, and no evidence, nothing to say that you did so many recordings, so many lives.
That's a bit of a shame, but that's why I prefer this one, because it's a bit of both, and I think they will eventually merge them into a better. They'll make this even better, because we can keep these recordings. We can make loads of posts out of these, because we just take our recording, chop it down, put a 30-second thing of something that I said that may be useful, and just use that as a post. So it makes a lot of sense. But you need creator mode. It opens up the world for you on LinkedIn.
All right, and moving on to our third bulletin point: why are company pages becoming so important presently?
Yeah, it's been. I know I've said it before. It's merely just been a vehicle to be able to put your logo up in your experience section, but it's so much more now. And you can actually set up a page for your personal brand. So we talk about LinkedIn used to be just a recruiter's platform. This was a resume or a CV, and just now it's all about, well, what else can you bring to the party? What is the extra bit that you do? How do you achieve what you achieve? And it's your personal brand. And you can now actually set up a page purely on your personal brand. So it's elevating your resume CV thing, and you can put videos on there. You can put all sorts of things. You've got product pages. you could break that down into, I don't know, let's just say in your area, sales, and you can say, right, okay, here's the 4 steps of sales. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just put a little video on there, and wow, it's amazing. But they're amplifying it, because it used to be, if you put a post out, gosh, if you're getting 5 to 16% of your personal followers having an opportunity to look at your post, it's probably a tenth of that on company pages, but it's picking up. And you can now start to do what we're doing now, lives through your company page, which is really clever. So that
is awesome. Yeah.
Yes, it's been rolled out. I know it's down south, down in Australasia, and it's working its way through. So it is something that is being elevated, and it's important. There's a lot of opportunity on the company page to
for sure
even make your personal post work better, because you can comment as the company. And if you're a bigger company, well, wow, it all opens up for you. You get your employees doing stuff. It's amazing. But company page is so important to have one. If you don't have one and you're working for ABC company, but you want to talk about yourself, well, then you can set up a company page for Stewart Huckett and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Those who are great content creators or who have great following, they could propose to companies that they could promote their company by going on their page and doing a live, and letting people know that they are part of the company, but maybe on a contractual basis. And that is something that could grow organizations, because we have this thing called brand ambassadors that companies contract, and brand ambassadors could go now on LinkedIn on their company page and do a live or an interview with maybe someone from the company, and that could build the company page going forward. So all of these things we could implement. And then for you, Stuart, I know that you basically manage company pages, so that is something excellent for you, so that more opportunities could come your way. So anyone who have a company page and want someone to manage it, Stewart Huckett is the best person. He has been doing this for a very long time, and he understands LinkedIn vastly. And I would say that Stewart, so many new features is coming out, and it's just amazing. And if it is that you want someone to really give you that robust growth, well, look no further. Stewart Huckett is the person for that task.
That's very, very kind of you, Antonio. I appreciate that. And the great thing is, because I'm connected, Jeff's just said something which we'll come back to in a sec, but because I'm connected to all the LinkedIn gurus, experts, people who've been doing it for an awful long while, things get rolled out. So they could be dispersed in America, Australia, Europe, well, occasionally, India. They roll them out, and then people say this is on beta. Oh no, we've lost it, and it's gone. But because they try it and they see what sort of traction they get from it. It's brilliant to hear that this is another good thing that happens, is that Jeff follows me.
Yeah.
Because he has too many connections. So, it's the same thing, and I follow him. But in his notification feed, he was notified that I've gone live. So he just clicked on. So that's brilliant that happens. And it's important just to keep up to date with your notification feed. And Jeff also says, which is 100%, that audio and video lives are a game changer.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a conversation, and they see us talking, they see what we look like, our mannerisms, and all that sort of stuff. And it's wow. Why would you not do it?
Although audio have the advantage that you could bring people from the audience onto the stage and they could ask a question or share something, I think that video will always be better, because video is basically seeing who you are, your body mannerism, the way how you speak. You're getting a feel of the person, how they really look, and that builds trust and credibility. And any person may more resonate with someone being on video than just basically talking, which is audio.
Yeah, no, that's right. And Jeff's absolutely right. It's saying that nobody can keep up with all the changes. Even Kevin can't keep up with all the changes. So we're constantly learning off each other and just seeing what comes up. But, get them onto your profile, optimize it, get the best out of this gold mine. Come on.
It's like if you're not on LinkedIn and leveraging LinkedIn, then after you're doing something totally wrong. Then after you need someone to help you because it have the newbies coming on LinkedIn and they think that they could do everything for themselves, but so many things that rolling out on LinkedIn that they will get confused. So that's why
Yeah.
you need that help, because if it is to try to do it for yourself, you may take a year, 2 years, but if it is to get help from someone, it could take maybe weeks or months. So
Yeah.
it's up to you. Yeah.
No, absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And what we have as a bonus feature that LinkedIn has rolled out.
Well, you alluded to one, which is a good one, which is the pinned comments. But we'll cover that another time if people didn't quite pick it
Yeah,
up. Like,
for sure.
listen back, you did say about it, so I think that's a really good one. But now they're rolling out your posts, saving a post. So click on start doing a post. You're typing it away, and then something happens. You walk away, or you press the wrong button. It's gone. Oh no. They're now doing a saved thing. Now, personally, I never recommend doing a post, typing it straight on there. I
Yeah.
always do in a spreadsheet, and I do it on there first, change it around. I then check it for grammatical issues and things. So I've got various copies of it on various different platforms, but a hard copy of everything. Then I cut and paste. Then I may amend it, but you now have an opportunity to save it. So you don't have to, brain's gone. Someone has just rung me and I can't think what was it? Oh dear. So you can just press save. It's being rolled out. Not everybody has it, but it's a great one. I think that is another game changer.
Yeah, sure, game changer. I love this mastering LinkedIn updates, Stuart. It's really been awesome. A lot of people don't understand LinkedIn to the way that they want to understand it, and we are here to guide you every bi-weekly that we are rolling out different features in terms of a conversation, letting you know what works, what do not work, how to go about it, how not to go about it, and any questions, you could reach out to Stuart and you can reach out to myself. And we offer services. Stewart offers LinkedIn services. I offer sales and marketing and LinkedIn to extent, but reach out to any one of us, and we are here bi-weekly. It's 7 a.m. EST and 12 p.m. BST, correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Yeah. You're 5 hours behind in the lovely Caribbean.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So, thank you very much. And see everybody in a couple of weeks.
Sure. And you have a great one, Stuart. Thank you very much.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.